Hey y'all, it's Ruth. So I today am here to tell you to making a video like Carrot did, but I'm not gonna trash or diss or generally I'm not going to put anybody down today, except for maybe myself. I'm here to apologize and to confess. I'm gonna start with my confession of what I've been holding in my heart for the past year and a half, I guess. I'm really nervous right now because I have not told this story to many people. So many people, when they hear the story, think I'm lying to them. And sometimes I think I'm lying to myself, but I'm not. It's the truth. And if somebody I know is watching, you might want to keep watching. This will explain everything. So back in November of 2012, I stopped taking my antidepressant medication, the medication that was keeping me from going crazy. I started cutting, starving myself. The scariest thing of all was I started hearing voices in my head. These voices told me to lie to everybody I knew and loved dearly, to my friends, my family, my boyfriend, everybody I love most in the world. So, and the reason, and you guys might be thinking, why did she just not do it? It sounded like my father and my brother, and my father is no way scary. It's just, I was scared of what might happen if I disobeyed him. And so I went along with it and I lied. I am deathly afraid of my brother, though. My friend Kira has an amazing brother who hugs her and gives her muffins. When I spent the night at her house a couple nights ago, she gave us muffins. He brought us breakfast in bed that were like my favorite muffins ever. And my brother never ever did stuff like that for me. For me, it was always threats and punches. It's never the sweet brother I always wanted, the one who would stand up for me if somebody tried to hurt me. It was the do what I tell you to do or die type of attitude. He's held knives to my throat. He's thrown chairs and glass bowls at me. It's not like I'm not used to it. So when I got my first boyfriend, and my brother told me to, and the voice that sounded like my brother told me to lie to him, I did. I lied and I hated myself for it. I told him and all my friends that I was being beaten up in the woods behind my house every night. And that they were hurting me. And it wasn't true. And the voices told me what to say. They told me what to do. They controlled my life. They told me what to eat, what to wear, what to do, when to sleep, when to break the rules, when to go with the rules. They even told me what perfume to wear sometimes. That's how bad I had it. And the worst thing about it was, when I had my first kiss, I had just finished lying to his face. And I wasn't crying because I was scared of the boys who were supposedly beating me up. I was I was ashamed. I felt dirty. I felt like I was nothing. So so I so eventually my parents found out. They cut the communication with the boy, and we haven't talked since. But I lied to him and it hurt. And then my parents found out about the voices and they got me back on my medication, so I haven't heard voices in a really, really long time. But when I went to, that summer was my 8th grade graduation, so my grandparents sent me to Power Time Camp in Somerton, South Carolina. I was there for a week, and in there I connected back with Jesus, and that put a whole new perspective on my life. And ever since, I guess I've just been trying to be the best that I can, but I'm not perfect. I'm gonna fail, and I failed so bad. I started dating a boy when I started going to public school this year, and so I met a boy, and I started dating him. Well, I went down the wrong path. I went down it, and there was no coming back from where I went. And then my father talked to me and put me back where I needed to be. And now I'm dating this really awesome guy who ever since I've lied, I can't say I love you without immediately feeling guilty. Like I'm lying, or I'm cheating, or I'm doing something wrong. I'm stealing something that isn't right. The one thing I wanted to do was, I don't actually remember what I was gonna say for a second. Hang on. I wanted to destroy everyone and anything, and so now saying I love you is like, it's like saying I hate you, or I'm breaking up with you, or like whatever the hardest words are for you to say. If it's I believe in Jesus, if it's I don't care what it is. If it is the hardest thing you could ever think of to say, that's how I feel. I cannot say it. It's like telling your parents you're pregnant. Like, you're a teenager and you tell your parents you're pregnant. It's one of the scariest things for you to say, and it's the hardest thing for you to say. That's the way I feel. I can't say I love you without feeling guilty. I can't say it to someone. I say it, and it's like immediately I want to throw up because I feel so guilty inside. I mean, sure, like, I can say I love you to, like, my friends or to my family, but when I do, it hurts a lot, like I'm lying again. So I stopped. But, yeah. And now I'm here, I'm making this video for you guys, so don't go off your depressant medication. So that's my confession. My apology is I'm sorry to anybody who I've ever lied to, teased, made fun of, trashed, put down, hurt in any way. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. And to the one I lied to the most, I still love you. Always have, always will. Like I say every night before I go to bed. Always have, always will. Even though I still love you. It's time for me to let go of the past and move on. Because what I did, I'm not ever going to be able to change it. Can't take it back. I can't go back in time and redo it, no matter how much I want to. I just can't. So, yeah, I have no choice but to let go of what I did and move on. So, I still love you. Don't hate me, but I have to move on. It's the only way I can finally say I love you without feeling guilty. So, I'm moving on. Even though I love you, I have to move on. So I guess what I'm saying now is stay in the light. Don't give in to whatever temptation you might have. Stay with Jesus, guys. It'll make you the happiest. I'll see you all in my next video with Kira. Love you guys. Stay in the light, everyone. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans not for welfare, or plans for welfare, not for evil. Plans to give you a future and a hope. Sometimes I feel like I have no hope. I do. Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so.